Okay, Joe, for the second room, here is where the wash and basin will be. Okay, Joe. So you see all the piping has been installed.
Boom! What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Joannis or Joe Hatagwa. I'm a Sierra Leonean American living here in West Africa. And if you want to know what it's like to build a house in Sierra Leone, then this is the video for you. So today, we're going to be going through some progress that's been made on my house in Sierra Leone. Many of you know that I've been building a house in Sierra Leone. It's basically working in kind of four major parts. So the main house is going to be a 3-story, 3 different family, right? A multi-family unit. So first floor is self-contained unit, second floor is a self-contained unit, and the third floor is a self-contained unit. There will also be a guest house. Now, the guest house is what we're talking about today. The guest house was originally just supposed to be what they call a servant's quarters or a boys' quarters. But what I realized that makes the most sense for right now is to use it to generate some income, and also I'll be able to stay there while the main house is being built. I learned this from a cousin of mine who's been building a house for 10 years. He built a sustainable little mini house on his property so he can stay there while he's building a giant 5-story with a 2-story penthouse house, right? So I am doing the exact same thing. I learned from him, so I'm doing the same thing. And by the way, if you're building a house in Sierra Leone, you should definitely do that. Make your servants' quarters a livable quarters so that when you need to come here for a month, 2 months, whatever, while you're in Sierra Leone and the main house is being worked on, you have a comfortable place to live and you don't have to pay to stay somewhere else. Then, if you decide to have your house help live in that place, they'll have a really comfortable place to live in when you move into your main house. So anyway, let's just get right into what the progress has been on this house. So let's do it. All right, so first things first is the plumbing. Now, this process is a pretty intricate process. The walls and stuff are already built, right? The windows are built and all of that stuff. What they do is they actually kind of create like indentations into the wall. Like, they kind of look like C-shaped indentations into the wall so that the pipes can go there. And then what ends up happening is that they plaster over top of it, or they put the cement and then tiling over top of it. So it's really interesting because I don't know how I expected it to work before, but this is how it works. So anyway, you guys get to see the initial stages of that. So check it out. So this is one of the bathrooms, and what you see are 2 sets of holes that go outside. One is waste, one is water coming in. And then here, this is just another part of the bathroom. This is where the sink is going to be in the corner, and then eventually you'll see where the toilet's going to go. This is another bathroom, same thing. You see where the shower is going to be there to your right. That's where the shower is going to be. To the left is going to be a sink, and then there's going to be a toilet. But basically, both bathrooms have a very similar process. But I'll let my contractor better explain.
Okay, Joe, for the second room, here is where the wash and basin will be. This area is where the shower is going to be. And then at this corner, that's where the toilet is going to be. So that is it for the second room. Okay, so the shower here, the toilet in this corner, and then the wash and basin at this corner. Okay, all right, Joe, it's a similar thing. Here is where the toilet is, and there will be a wall to partition this toilet from this wall. And then here is the shower. That's where the shower is. And at this corner, that's where the wash and basin will be for your own room. The toilet, that's how it is. So the wash and basin is on this corner, the shower is here, and then there will be a partition wall here, and then the toilet will be here. So you enter, the toilet is there, the shower is here, and then the wash and basin will be here. Okay, that's for room 1.
Okay, now that you've heard from my contractor about the pipes, now you can see how they're actually going to connect the pipes all to each other and then place them in the wall. So this is where you're seeing all the materials for the pipes that they're going to use to connect all the pipes. And then here you're going to see just all the pipes laid out. Just a lot of pipes going in and out of the building to make sure you get waste out and get clean water in. And so this is the process of them putting it together. Again, let my contractor explain it to you.
So you see, we are doing the layout. How water is going to pass through all this pipe by the time you open the tap. But it's good. Okay, Joe. So you see all the piping has been installed in the toilets. Okay. All this will disappear once the area has been tiled. This is where the toilet has to sit. Okay, everything is prepared on the wall. All the pipes are inside, covered. They are just waiting for the tile. Once you tile everything, you will see everything look good. Okay, so everything is being prepared for both the toilets. See the green pipe? That's what will be carrying the hot water and cold water. Okay, everything is prepared for these toilets. Also, the piping for the kitchen area is also prepared. Okay, this is hot water and cold water tap. Everything is prepared. Okay, so they are all just waiting for tiling so that it will make good. Okay, everything is ready here. And this one goes way to the heater, which will have to replace outside. Okay, this is the other toilet area. See, all the pipes are also embedded in the walls, just like I said. Everything, toilet area, and the walls are already prepared for accept the tile. Right, walls are all ready for the tiles. That's how we prepare it. Once we tile it, everything looks good. Okay, all right, so these are the two videos that I wanted to say for you.
All right, so that's the plumbing process. What do you guys think? Let me know if you knew about that, or if you had any questions. Definitely let me know in the comments below, because I didn't know about any of this. All right, on to the next. Next, you get a chance to see the tiling. So we're talking about the floor tiling in the bathroom and in the bedrooms. You get a chance to see what that process looks like. Check it out. Okay, here, so these are the tiles getting delivered on the back of his truck. So there's a pickup truck and he carries the tiles. You can see they're pretty vulnerable and they do get damaged, but not all of them, and many of them made it through. But yeah, this is what it looked like for the delivery, and then it finally had the tiles on site. And then as you take out the boxes, you see the brand name on the boxes, and then you'll see what the tiles look like actually on site. Next, what you'll see is them actually prepping the floor, and I'll let Paul, my contractor, explain that to you.
This is how they prepare when they want to do tiling. The preparation is going on. The tiling. So the sand is mixed with cement. They have to make sure that it's at a level before they start fixing the tiles. Okay. More videos coming.
Okay, in case you didn't hear or it was hard to understand, what my contractor was saying is they actually take sand and then they mix it with cement and they flatten it out on the ground here so that they can put the tiles down. But basically they take a good amount of it and spread it across, and then they're flattening it, right? So he uses this to kind of make it a flat surface on the ground. And so he basically just removes any sticks or anything that's any abnormalities that are there. Once that's done, they pour water on top, and then they actually put the tiles on, and he'll stand on the tiles as he places each new tile on. And this is basically how they go around each room. They cut the tiles, obviously, to make sure it fits to the specifications of the room. But they beat it down, and then they actually just kind of put cement on top of it to, like, these heavy cement rods here, to make sure that it like weighs it down a little bit. And so just to ensure that it actually finally sticks to the cement and settles into the cement. But yeah, so this is what the bedrooms look like when they were doing the bedrooms. So next we're gonna take you on to what the bathrooms look like. So the bathrooms have been fully tiled. You have the drainage there. You have the place for the sinks. You have the place for the toilets right here. This is actually where the sink is. So there's actually going to be a drain next to the sink, and also a drain in the shower. So that's the shower right there. So in case anybody overflows the sink by any chance, there's a drain there, and there's also a drain in the sink. And to the right, which you can't see, is the toilet, but the toilet's going to be off there to the right. So that's what the first bathroom looks like. Now after they were done, they actually tiled the walls, and they just need to do the cement and do some caulking in between, but this is what it looks like.
All right, so that's the tiling process. Does that at all look familiar to you? Is that how it's done with houses you've seen built elsewhere in the world? I definitely would like to hear from you. Let us know in the comments below. We want to hear from you. And if you like this content, don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you find it helpful. And make sure you share this with anybody who's looking to build a house in Sierra Leone. We want to make sure that we're giving everybody the information about the process might look like. All right, on to the next. All right, so next you get a chance to see some of the plastering and mastics. This is some of the stuff that they do to just make sure the walls are done and like they look like nice walls. So like you see this wall here, this is paint on top of mastic, which might be on top of plastering that's behind all of this. We don't use drywall, it's cement blocks that are behind here. You hear how this sounds? This is not drywall like in the United States. So that is what you're gonna see in this process. Check it out.
Okay, here you have them actually doing the mastic. I kept saying plastering, but mastic plastering, I don't even know if it's the same thing. But basically it's a material that to me looks a little bit like cement, but it's a lighter material, and they basically put that over the blocks, the cement blocks. And it goes all around the inside and the outside of the building before you do any painting. But this was the final stage that they had to do before they could actually put tiles up in the kitchen and in some of the other places. So we'll do that on the next video.
All right, so that was the plastering and mastic. What did you guys think of that process? Did you know about this before? If you did or if you didn't, definitely let me know in the comments below. And if you find this helpful, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and make sure you share this with some friends. On to the next. Okay, so next we have the door frame. So if you guys might remember, they actually built the door frames as part of the process of putting up the blocks. And they have to bring like wooden actual frames to put in place. They cement them. They put cement around the outside of them so that it like gets stuck there, and then they can actually put the doors on later. And that'll be a video for another time, but you'll get a chance to see the door frames getting delivered and placed in the doorways. So check it out.
So here the door frames getting delivered. They just come pre-packaged like that from the store where he gets the door. So he brought them in. They already had measured every doorway, make sure each one is going to settle in properly. And basically they brought them in and put them in there. Now they're going to put cement in between these door frames and the walls just to make sure that they stick and they stay. And then you actually put doors in there. That's what the finished product looks like.
All right, so that was the door frames. Is that how it's done elsewhere? I'd love to hear from you guys. I've never been a part of a process of building a house anywhere else. I've purchased property, but I've never built a property. So I'd love to hear from you guys if this is similar to what you've seen elsewhere in the world. All right, so that concludes today's house update. We got more to come shortly, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel for more house updates.
Alright guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, comment, and share it with your friends. Alright, see you on the next video.
If you want to see any more of my previous house updates, click on this link here. That's going to be the last house update that I did. And then if you want to see any real estate tours around West Africa, click down here. I'm going to have that here for you as well. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next video.